Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. This is a practice video where you get to find like denominators. The lesson video link is above. If you haven't already watched it, then watch it before you go forward, because today, in this video, we're practicing. That video is called Finding Lowest Common Denominator Using Multiples. In this video, you're going to practice finding that lowest common multiple. What you're going to do with it is create an equivalent fraction for 2/6, and you're going to create an equivalent fraction for 6/12. Both of those will use the same common multiple, the same least common multiple, the lowest one. And then you'll have two fractions with common denominators. Why do we want two fractions with common denominators? You cannot add or subtract these two fractions as you see them unless they have common denominators. We are not adding and subtracting, but this is the first part, something very important that you need to be able to do before you add and subtract. Pause the video, complete this problem, and then come back. So it says find the lowest common multiple. So I want to find the lowest common multiple for 6 and 12. And like I said, we're using the strips this time. I want to go through and find a common multiple. Multiples are just skip counting. I'm counting by sixes. 6, 12, 18, 24. Those are called multiples. I keep multiplying 6. I keep adding one more. 12, 24, 36, 48. Multiple, multiple, multiple. You're saying the next number that is adding 12 more, okay? So that's just counting by 12s, counting by 6s, or call it skip counting. So I see a 12 right here. I started going with my 6s, and 12 starts here. So that is their least common multiple. So I'm going to put a 12 as the denominator as for both of them. Now, anytime, we've learned this in previous videos, where there's a link above for finding equivalent fractions, okay? So you're kind of doing that step separately first. I want to change 2/6 into question mark 12ths. For this 6 to turn into a 12, I have to multiply it by 2. Whatever I do to my denominator, I have to do to my numerator, the one at the top, okay? So now I have the fraction 4/12. Over here, I don't have to change anything. It's just multiplying by 1, right? 12 times 1 is 12, and 6 times 1 is 6. These two fractions now have common denominators. So this is the process you go through when you're asked to find a common denominator. If I were to try to add 2/6 plus 6/12, I cannot add them until they have common denominators. So will be future video in this playlist. Keep going through the playlist as you have, and the whole full playlist is at the end of the video. Keep going through, and later we will be adding and subtracting our fractions, and you'll already know how to do it because this is the hard part. Now we're going to find the lowest common multiple, 12/24 and 6/12. I do not have my multiple strip below. I will show you another way that you can find it just by writing them out if you don't have the strips. Pause the video and then come back. Find the lowest common multiple. So we're going to create equivalent fractions. First I have to find a common multiple. I have 24 and I have 12. I'm going to start counting by 12. Skip counting. 12, 24. I can stop right there. I'm looking for the number 24 because we have one here, and then I can turn this one into 24, and I will have two fractions that will have common denominators. But first I have to convert them and find that equivalent fraction. This one just converts over, right, because it has the same denominator. Over here, to get a 24, I had to multiply by 2, and now I have to multiply my 6 by 2, and then they have common denominators. All right, this is our last one. You have 4/16 and 2/8. The first thing you're going to do is find that lowest common multiple, and then we're going to use it to create two equivalent fractions, one on the left, one on the right, and then we'll end up with two fractions that have common denominators. Pause the video, take your time, and then come back. I'm going to write out my multiples for 16. 16, 32, 64. I'm going to write out my multiples for 8, 8, 16. Oh, there I go. I've already got a common multiple. This one's going to stay the same. And this one we will convert to an equivalent fraction that has a 16 as the denominator. Again, why am I keeping that as a 4? I'm just multiplying each of them by 1. You can do it in your head. You don't have to write them out. This one, what did I do to get to 16? I have to multiply by 2 and multiply the top by 2. Oops, by 2, not by 4. And then I get 4/16. These two fractions can be added together now because they have common denominators. Go through the playlist that you can find at the end of this video, and you will see that you'll be adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators, and this is the first step. So when you get to that video, you'll have the hard part accomplished. You also have some worksheets. Practice doing this. They're in the description underneath the video, where you can download, print the worksheets, and practice finding common multiples.